Well, that's not Devon. I know, I'm on a road trip for the first time in a long time, but the stars aligned today. I thought, do you know what, I'm gonna do something that I've been planning for a while but it's never come to fruition. So drive up really far, the crack of dawn, sort of, and then hit a few places on the way back down sort of south home, and go to all the charity shops there. So we've started, as you may have guessed, Weston-super-Mare. Yeah, and the weather's pretty good, so that's always a plus. Now I'll show you. There you go, bag of goodies. I've actually gone to most of them, and yeah, fair, done all right so far. So this is gonna be weird because this is like the start of the video, but it isn't the start of the video. Anyway, I digress. You'll see the footage in a minute. But for now, I'm gonna head back to the car, and then we're gonna hit Burnham-on-Sea, where I've been before and done okay, so we'll see. And then hopefully Bridgewater as well, which is again the next sort of town, large town south of that. And then if I've got time, perhaps Wellington, but I reckon it's now just gone 11. I've been here since 9, so yeah, maybe not, but we'll see. So, say, plenty more charity shops to hit. I'm just doing like a full final charity shop hurrah before the car boot season starts. And I'll still be going to them, but I'll be going to them less frequently if the car boots are sort of fulfilling, if that makes sense. Anyway, enough waffle. Here's the footage from Weston, and I'll catch up with you, I guess, in Burnham-on-Sea. Okay then, first shop, starting off with some Tommy Hilfiger jeans. Now, as I've waxed lyrical about previously, I don't like picking up Tommy Hilfiger. However, the jeans are the exception. They seem to do okay. They seem to do alright. So these are the Simons, skinny. They were, am I going to show you? There you go, width 36, length 32, so that's fine. £6, that's fine. These tend to sell quite quickly for me. Typically sort of 22 to 25 pounds, particularly if they're a good size as these are. Nice light wash. Yeah, we'll take those. And then there were these. These are a pair of Converse, but they're a nice big size UK 10.5. It's a nice men's size. They were sort of like almost like a sort of rough textured suede, if that makes sense. But they were £10. Am I going to show you? There you go, £10. Again, not the best profit margins, but I would have thought at least 30 for those. So yeah, give them a go, see how well they do. So I found another pair of Tommy jeans. These are a 35 waist, seems a bit strange, but again, I think they're £6, so that's fine. There's actually another pair, but they're chinos, and the chinos just don't do as well. So I think I'll leave those. Good size, but no, I think I'll leave those behind. I'm umming and ahhing, but so in my experience, jeans do better than the chinos do for Tommy. So we'll see. Now this I did not expect. Not one, but two Vilebrequin t-shirts. Now I sold the swim shorts before, and they do really well, sort of 50-60 quid. So I thought, well, surely the t-shirts got some merit too. £4.50 each. Yeah, hopefully 35-ish plus postage, I'd like to think. So there are two of them, both size large. Just not the sort of thing I thought I was going to find today. Really cool, but... Pair of bananas. These are the Chicago's. They work? Bucks. They're a really weird size. 40 waist, 30 leg. I mean, it's a really odd fit. Only £4.75, that's fine. But the size is just a bit weird. And there are another pair. Oops, put her up. Another pair here as well. But they're not the best seller. Despite me just picking up, they're not the best seller. And I think in that size, they're just not going to do that well. They're going to hang around. If they were a 32 leg, I'd pick them up. I know it's only 2 inches, but that's such a weird body shape to have that waist and that sort of inside leg. So I'm going to leave them. I'm not going to regret it, but I've got to be a bit picky about what I pick up. So obviously left those Tommy chinos, and they're just not quite right. So nah, I'll leave them. It's fine. Nah, not the brand I typically pick up, but I've had a bit of luck in the past, or recent past, with trespass coats. As long as the condition's good, and it's a big size, doesn't matter if it's male or female, they do okay. This one was only a fiver, double XL, should be about 20 quid. And one thing I am trying to get better at is checking stuff over properly. So a pair of Levi's here, a pair of fiver ones. I think they were £6.50, which would have been okay if they're in good condition. But check it out. See how the buttons are like wearing through? That wasn't a good start. And then look at all this like kind of like black stuff. I can't even describe what it was. It was like dye, but in really specific places. I can't believe that was part of the design. It doesn't look right. And it was only around the sort of the waist area. The lower legs were, despite what that shadow suggested, yeah, the lower legs were fine. But it was really weird. I've no idea what would have caused that. I don't know if it was like dye washout or coming into contact with some sort of chemical. Who knows? Answers on a postcard, please. But yeah, £6.50. I suspect they knew they were a bit damaged, so that's why they were cheap. Location 2. Although it looks kind of similar to Weston. Burnham-on-Sea. So Weston is just sort of up the coast a bit. And over there you've got Hinkley Point C power station under construction. Lovely. Hooray! A toy section at last. Yeah, I wasn't having much luck with the toys this day. Just thought I'd have a bit of a rummage through the boxes. You know what I really don't like? When charity shops bag things up. I want to have a good look through everything. See that Corgi Metro there? I was interested in that, but only that, and I wasn't going to buy the whole bag just for it. Especially not $6.99. Come on, dude. The rest of it was just like beat up Thomas trains and stuff, so just put them in a big box and let people pick as they want. Anyway, minor rant over. This was like a children's charity shop, so yeah, you'd expect the toy section to be a bit more decent. No idea what this thing was. Some sort of tiger combat thing. So yeah, nothing worth buying, unfortunately. But I did find this. This is a cap, of course, for a band called Sleep Token. Sort of anonymous, masked rock band. £2. That should be right, maybe like 15 quid all in, something like that. Continuing with the band merch, check this out. This is a t-shirt, of course, for a band called Atreyu. Going by the jerseys tag here, I would say it probably dates to the mid-2000s. I think the band's been around since maybe 2003, something like that. £3, only in size medium. That should be about 15 quid all in, hopefully. Right, check these out. These caught my eye. Pair of Adidas, well, what I can assume to be basketball trainers, or well, I don't know, but they were Boost. I can't remember what the exact model was called. To zoom in on the art number there, but all was looking well until, oh boy, 25 quid. And my luck with Adidas isn't great, so wasn't even going to look them up. Sorry. Now, let me tell you straight up. I bought this. I don't know why I bought this. Well, I kind of do. I've kind of been after one for a while. Yes, I know, it was £20. And to be honest, if I try and sell it on eBay, I'm probably going to get between 25 and 30, which, after tax and fees, probably means I'm going to make a loss on it. But I was feeling generous, and I did kind of want one. And the lady promised it would work, and by some miracle it does work. But yeah, I don't know why I bought it, to be honest. I probably shouldn't have done. But it does work. Okay, we need to pick me up after that. Here we go. So these stood out on the old trouser rack. £4. Check it out. Orvis Zambezi Twill. Now I've sold the jacket before. I think it went for £75. Lovely sort of cotton twill material for canvas with these like leather accents. Oh, so nice, man. Now I wish I kept the jacket so I had top and bottoms. And like a 46-inch waist as well, so really big size. High hopes for that one. Wow. Okay, this does not happen often. Finding something I've been actively looking for ages in a charity shop. Pair of Vans slip-on checkerboard and white and black trainers in my size for 15 quid. absolutely buzzing. Absolutely buzzing. Couldn't believe it. Now I'm going to give this one a go as well. I've had a bit of luck recently with finding Mountain Warehouse Extreme stuff. Now Mountain Warehouse normally isn't really worth picking up, but the Extreme line is like a more premium range of clothing. Now if we look at the wash label here, hopefully it's going to pick it up, but it's down and feather filled. It's a gilet, of course. It's a big size, it's like a 3XL, and it was £8. I thought, you know what, if I can get 30 quid for that ish, that's absolutely fine. Not the best condition, but good enough for me.
And we're done. Again, really happy with what I found actually, especially if you saw the last shop. These, I cannot tell you how long I've been after a pair of Vans slip-on checkerboards. I've been checking Vinted, I've been checking eBay. There have been pairs that have come up that have either been like completely knackered or just way too expensive. So to find a pair in the box, not that the box means a lot, for 15 quid, incredible, absolutely incredible. So happy with those. In fact, I don't know if it's going to be these that are my favourite find of the day so far, or something else that I haven't shown you there. Actually, backtracking a bit, they were 15 quid. I also showed you that Mountain Warehouse gilet. It was buy one get one free on all men's clothing. So this was free. Amazing. So yeah, I mean it cost me nothing, which is fantastic. So even better. When she said that I thought, ooh, was there more stuff I wanted to buy? To be fair, there wasn't, like not really. So I've left other bits and bobs for other people. It's fine, isn't it? But I haven't shown you everything. There's one shop I just didn't film it because I'm an idiot. So in this shop, everything is £1. So like a discount, like end of line charity shop. But they had some cool bits. Couple of risks, but it's £1, you know, and it's going to charity. I'm not missing out. So I got these. Come on. Got this pair of Adidas shoes, like suede boots. Yeah, I had to double check. Only UK size 5, bit of wear to the soles, but again for £1, even they're only like 13 quid plus post, if that. I'm not losing any money, and they're a bit different, aren't they? So there's those. Same shop. Sorry, the camera's going a bit crazy. Same shop. Got a pair of Converse. Again, not the sort of thing I pick up. I normally stick to the high tops. But again, UK size 5.5, lovely pink colour, good condition, minimal wear to the soles. Again, £1. Again, might not be more than sort of 12-ish quid plus postage, but again, from £1, I'm not leaving them. I'm just not leaving them. Broke my own rule. Because it was £1 probably. So I got. It's a bit difficult with one hand. Hang on, let me try and balance you there. There we go. Got an All Saints polo, didn't I? It's only a size medium with the ram skull. Yeah, I mean, again, it's £1. Tenner, all in. I don't really mind. So that was that. I also got, whoops, this again a double risk. This is let's say Houston, nope, try again, Indiana Hoosiers. No idea what that's about, but it's on this sort of older starter tag. This is sort of like, it's a 100% cotton, sort of high neck jumper. Nice little starter hit. We're a bit lopsided, aren't we? Nice little starter hit on the sleeve. Again, only £1. It's the sort of thing that would probably sell better from Vinted. So, ... I'm saying nothing, but we'll see. What else did I get from there? Oh yeah. Sure, I didn't even check these. I just saw the label and went, yep. I just saw that. Santa Cruz, great brand. These are extra large. Pair of like, I can't really show you, can I? Sort of like skater pants. Nice brown colour, lovely condition. I said like £1, so I don't know, 20 quid maybe on eBay. So that's not bad. Oh, there's one more thing I'm not going to show you yet. Oh no, it's a lie. So I got this thing. I had one of these as a kid. I find it quite therapeutic. I'm a bit weird. It's this egg timer that it just drops down, and I don't know, I find it quite therapeutic. So anyway, liquid timer, £1. What else did I get? Got this England hat. wouldn't normally get it, but it was Adidas, and it's from 1,004 euros. Lovely sort of fade to it. That's obviously the colour it should have been, and it's sort of faded over time, but quite even fade. Again, probably the sort of thing that sells better on vintage. Saying nothing. There you go, Euro 2004. Yeah, official licensed hat, so yeah, it might do something. Right, 2 more bits. Yeah, a couple bits. This is the Powerball. I've sold one of these before, but it didn't have the LCD screen. These ones do a bit better. Tested it, even, there we go, it turns on. I cannot get these to work. My wrist does not allow me to, so it doesn't have the little string thing that make it go, but it is what it is. It was £1. I hope to get about 15 quid for that one, hopefully. But find of the day, okay? This, oh my god. Do you know what? The next charity shop I went into, there was a lady that was in this one as well. She goes, oh, he just bought an amazing t-shirt in that last one. This is one of the greatest t-shirts I've ever found. Are you ready? Look at this. Absolutely incredible. It's not particularly old. It's on a sort of like a modern Gildan tag, but Elton John, pink. That's probably the best pound I've ever spent. Absolutely amazing. So that was that. So that's not the first shop I went into. Second one, but I just forgot to film. Sorry. Actually, it was really busy in there. That's why I didn't film. There's like more people than there was floor space. So that was that. So yeah, really good so far actually. The sun isn't out, but it's a nice day. It's a nice day. So head back to the car, and I'm going to head down to Bridgewater. Final stop, I think. Yeah, 20 to 2. So by the time I get there, it'll be about 2:15. Couple of hours there. Then by the time I get to the next place, it'll be shut. So, well, that's fine. That's fine. So I will see you in Bridgewater. Right, last stop. I know there's no sea here. It's slightly less glamorous. This is Bridgewater. So cans of research there, but I'll go there in a bit. Yeah, lovely. Anyway, charity shops are that way. Let's get going.
Now, almost immediately, I knew I was dealing with an altogether different beast in Bridgewater. It's not a particularly affluent place at all, but for some reason, the charity shops are really, really priced up. What's worse was the condition of these shoes and the fact that I don't think they were even legitimate Adidas. No care labels, insoles that suggested some sort of like Chinese copy, and worst of all, they wanted like 20 odd quid for them. Absolute space cadets. Just what were they thinking? How wonky that logo is. Yeah, and the stitching. Oh, just yeah, put it back. So yeah, this was the first of many shops here. I mean, there's a good selection of charity shops, but I don't know what sort of clientele they're aiming at. Certainly not the sort of people I saw walking around, that's for sure. No offence, Bridgewater, but you know when you find something good, but then you look at the price tag and your soul just breaks in two. A pair of nudie jeans, these do alright. These do sort of 25 to 30 for me on eBay. They want £45. £45. What have they seen? Like, what exactly have they seen looking this up? Because there's no way this pair of nudie jeans goes for anywhere near that. Just, oh man, I'm running out of superlatives. This is ridiculous. Now, I thought I was onto a winner here. So I found this lovely stripy cardigan. I believe it was 100% wool, by a company called The Art Gallery. Now, did a little bit of research in the shop. It seems to be a similar brand to like Ben Sherman and Lambretta, sort of tailoring for the mod sort of community. And the eBay comps I found had sort of mod in the title too. And yeah, not too bad comps at all. So 25 to 30 pounds and above, depending on the size and the sort of brilliance of the design. I gave it a good check over. All buttons were there, but then I noticed something down the bottom. So yeah, can you see it? Look at that side. How all the stripes are like uniform. But look at that. There is some big staining going on there. No idea what sort of substance it is or whether it can be sort of removed gently. But I find with stains, if the stain has gone all the way through, as it has here, and this was thick material. There is no way I'm going to be able to get it out with the sort of techniques I have, and beyond that, it's just not worth bothering with. So annoyingly, even though it was a fairly good price, I had to leave it behind. Gutted. And now for some humour. This made me laugh. It's pretty obvious from the off that this is not legitimate Ralph Lauren Polo Sport. Wonky label and the rest. But it was some of these sort of fakes, knockoffs, bootlegs, whatever you want to call them, have quite a sort of just interesting sort of design. Look at that, like, jelly patch on the pocket. And the zip was quite good quality. It had this sort of that sort of wet look aspect to it. It was just it was like somebody's take on what a Ralph Lauren Polo Sport hoodie could look like. No wash label, that was literally it. And back to frustration. Okay, let me make a point here. You can list whatever price you want for an item. You can put the eBay comp on, you can do whatever. But let me tell you this. There is no way an eBay seller is going to achieve £120 for this suit covered in so many stains, so many blemishes. It's not even worth bothering with. Why? Why do charity shops think that just because something is sold on eBay that's a similar item to what they've got, they can justify the same or a similar price? Because this has not been dry cleaned, it's stained, it's marked, there are loose threads, it just has not been prepared properly. Stop pricing things up, trying to achieve high prices when you don't prepare your goods. Darn it, I hate being negative about these things, but look, the world has to know how I feel. I'm definitely not alone. It's just so stupid and so frustrating, but anyway, let's move on. This is a pair of Nike high tops, lady size 6 I believe they were, £8. Good price if you buy them for yourself. But here's something I've noticed, right? Unless it's a really desirable Nike trainer, I find Vinted is kind of taking away the sales from eBay. I mean, if you can pick something like this up for, say, £8 on Vinted, why would you pay, say, 25 on eBay? I've noticed that, and I've changed my buying accordingly. Hey, what do we have here? Schalke 04? Yeah, nice one, nice try. This was a terrible fake. Dodgy embroidered Adidas logo. That's the only label on the inside, just a little S. No care label, no wash tag, no nothing, just that. That error ready's printed on. Look at the condition, look at the pulls. Just a sign of a really, really cheap material. With like polyester, but a really terrible polyester. That's meant to be embroidered, just printed on. There are fakes, and then why bother? It's just, you can spot it a mile off. Absolutely tragic. Right, final shop, and we're off to a good start. Check these out. Royal and Awesome golf trousers. Now, I've sold this brand before, but they were shorts in a similarly sort of vibrant pattern. Yeah, £3, absolute bargain. These can sell really well, depending on the size and the pattern. These were a 32, I believe, so not, I mean, it's smaller, but not awful. £3 should hope for about 25 for those. And final bit of footage, couple of bits. Yeah, Napapidri. This is just like a wool, I believe, jumper. Annoyingly, the wash label, care label, has been cut out, so I'm going to have to guess the material. But apart from that, it's in really good condition. No rips, no stains, size XL. Not the sort of thing that does that well in this this brand, but for £4, I'm hopeful.
Well, Bridgewater, you survived by the skin of your teeth. I went to 6 charity shops, nothing, like not a single thing. Overpriced, poor condition, just the worst charity shop experience, really, just disappointment. But then, whew, final 2 saved it. So, Scop, I hardly ever go into a Scop. There isn't a Scop in my local town. I don't even know where the nearest Scop is. The only one I can think of is an Exmouth, and that one I don't go into. But there was a Scop, and it saved the day initially. So I got 3 cars. First of all, I got a Ford Focus RS from Hot Wheels. It's not particularly old, but it is in good condition, popular model. I'll probably bundle it up with other ones down the line. That was 50p. It's absolutely fine. This is the best one of the bunch, probably. Disney Pixar Cars. I don't know what the character's called. I was gonna put it in a caption. Say the horn, the bull horn at the front is intact, as are the plastic wing mirrors. So I'd say there are minimal paint chips. Lovely condition. Again, that's only 50p. Again, it'll probably bundle up better, and I don't think it will sell too well on its own, so part of an ongoing cars bundle. And there was this one, which kind of is like that. It was like that on the shelf. Looked kind of cute. And stick on the bottom, £1. And I thought, well, I've got to know what it is. It's really heavy. It's all die-cast metal, so I've got to find out what it is. And it's Britain's, of all things. Not an old one, made in China, 2004. So a little bit of age to it. There are some paint chips, mainly to the rear there. I guess it's part of like a sort of kids Britain's series. But say, it's Britain's, it was £1. I'm not going to leave it behind. It's got the sort of combine chute on it. I can see that sort of snapping off, and this sort of vulnerable exhaust too. So, okay, I got no idea how well that will do, but that was that. So that was good. That was like, well, thank goodness. So that's like the town bit. Then I went to the Cancer Research warehouse charity shop, and it was all right. It was. I think I got lucky with a couple of these things because I think they've just been put out, even though we're at almost 4:30 and they shut at 5. They were still putting things out, which is great. You know, there's obviously put things out during the day. So I'll just do this one first. We've got a leather jacket, and everything there is £5 or less. It's one of these like, yeah, blanket, £5 or less, whatever it is. This was £5. Genuine leather, sort of bomber style jacket. Not, well, it might be older, I don't know. It's that brand. Doesn't really matter. The material carries it through. So that was £5. Yes, what does that say? Exclusive by Fonz leather style. So you put this on, you instantly become the Fonz. Yeah, sure. Okay, anyway, that's that. Bit bulky. I'm drinking it. I haven't drank enough today. It's yeah, a bit dehydrated. So that's that. And then we had, I'm not hard about these, but eventually I did pick them up. This is a pair of Columbia Omni-Tech suede boots. Probably the wrong season for them now, but I probably will still list them. They are kind of like a snow boot, so like a fur lining. Again, they were £5, but say minimal wear to the soles. Columbia's not the best brand to resell, I find. I tend to stick away from it, even like jackets and things. But good size, UK size 6.5, ladies. A few marks, but I can get those off. So minimal wear to the soles. Maybe 25, but if I don't sell, I might sort of take them off and then store them till the autumn, because yeah, they are more of an autumn winter thing. But that's alright. I don't know how much of this I got on camera because the camera kind of died halfway through, so I'll just show you anyway. This is Napa Pedri. It's not the sort of Napa Pedri thing that would typically sell. It's this jumper. Annoyingly as well, the care label, which would tell me what it's made of, has been removed. So yeah, I've got to sort of make an educated guess, or hopefully try and find this very jumper on the internet. Again, the care label would have told me, but there we go. But yeah, size large, is it? Actually, I don't know. What size is it? Extra large. Hey, we got a size extra large. Nice little embroidered Norwegian logo there. Norwegian logo, Norwegian flag. Try again. No rips, no stains. So, I mean, it's £4. It might be 16, 17 quid. Not a huge amount, but that's all right. Something for myself. I seem to be finding a few of these recently, actually. Nice sort of Adidas Originals t-shirts. That was £3, as you can see. Size large. Noisy Civic. Riding very high. Strange. Anyway, £3, so that one's for me. I think I've got a navy one, I've got a black one, I've got an orange one. I really shouldn't be collecting them, but I mean, it's £3 for an Adidas t-shirt. I'm not going to say no to that. Couple more bits. This one I didn't get on camera. Bit of Crag Hoppers. I've stopped picking up Crag Hoppers trousers because they just don't sell that well for me anymore. They did originally, the Kiwi ones, the sort of are they insulated? They're kind of like lined anyway for, like, you know, colder conditions. They don't do that well, but something I do still pick up are the Crag Hoppers Nosy Life or Nosy Life shirts. This one's a short sleeve. It's basically like an insect repellent shirt. I don't know how it works. There's obviously some sort of magical properties within it, but look at that. Glasses wipe as well, that's nice. But yeah, that was £4 as well. Aim for sort of 17 to 20. As we're coming into spring, hopefully that won't take too long to sell. That's my like kind of modus operandi. Is that the right word? Modus operandi? Don't know Latin at all. Is that the saying? Anyway, going forward, basically in the footage you would have seen, I didn't buy some things that I would have bought previously, and it's not because they don't sell. Well, they kind of do, but it's because they take ages to sell. And I got so much stuff that just has taken an eternity to sell and it's still listed. I don't want to be like bulked down by loads of stuff that will make profit but will take ages to make profit. I want quick selling things. I don't mind lower profit. I don't want to be lumbered with all this stuff that's just sitting around not doing much. So that's my well, hopefully my sort of methodology going forward. And finally, first thing I picked up, Royal and Awesome. This is I guess like an alternative golfing brand, and they make some quite ridiculous garments. So the RP is quite high, I think. I've only sold shorts of these before. These are obviously these sort of tartan print trousers. I think they're 100% cotton, but I can't actually find the little tag. Oh, 97% cotton, 3% spandex. So close enough, bit of stretch to them. Yeah, I would have thought, I'm gonna try 30 quid for those. I can't remember what the shorts I had sold for. This was a long time ago now, so but I'll try 30 and see where we go. Size 32, so not the best size, but definitely worth it for £3. Where's the tag gone? Where is it? There it is, £3. And obviously stuck out like a sore thumb on the rail. So there we go. I can't talk because I'm so thirsty, that's what it is. Let's have another swig and I'll just sort of wrap the video up. And that is that. A bumper road trip reselling video. Now, given my family life now as a dad and devoted parent, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this sort of road tripping anymore. At least not really, not unless I sort of go out with Felix and it's taking a child against our will, isn't it? Taking them around all these charity shops. It's a solo thing, right? It's definitely a solo thing. So I was thinking, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this sort of anymore going forward. It's very much a sort of Chris on his own type jobby. And I've had a great time, and like, if this is the last time I can do it, then hey, so be it, because it's been really good. And the car boots are starting soon, so I won't need to rely on charity shops as much. But there are still bargains out there. Like, yeah, there's still some really cool stuff out there. Got a lot of work to do, a lot of sort of photographing, cleaning and processing, all that good stuff, but I think I'll leave it there. So thank you so much for watching. I suspect this is going to be a longer video. I don't think this is going to be a short one, but that's okay, that's all right. But hopefully in a couple of weeks time I'll be able to get some car boot videos out. Will there be live footage? We'll see. Not making no promises, we'll see. So anyway, I'll leave it there before I waffle on too long. Thank you so much for watching. Man, it's like Le Mans. It's like Le Mans here in the car park. The Cirque de Bridgewater. Anyway, I'll leave it there before I get distracted again. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed it, please do like, comment and subscribe. And until my next video, take care and I will see you then. Goodbye.